Hare Krishna, good afternoon from Israel, the Middle East. This is Haifa city in the northern part of Israel, and we're standing at the German colony. Let me just cross the street. Hopefully no one's gonna run me over. And yeah, this is a really cool spot because every Saturday, what happens here, there are tons of people and they're closing actually this whole section and letting the traffic stand still while everyone is just passing through and they're just having a good time. Hey, Hare Krishna! Oh, this gentleman got a book from me yesterday. Hey, Hare Krishna! How's the book? You reading the book? Вы читаете книжку? Krishna. Yeah, so we just met someone who got a book from me yesterday. Hey, how's it going? So, and before that whole hustle and bustle starts and tons of people coming and hearing the holy name, I wanted to take the time and thank you, my dear subscribers. Without you, I would not be here, standing, chanting, streaming. This whole idea came out from you. And yeah, thank you so much. Soon we're gonna hit the 10,000 threshold, which is amazing. I never thought like in less than a year that can happen. And answer some of your questions. So I'm gonna be exclusively chanting with you, Prabhu's, Mataji's friends, subscribers, followers, whatever you're coming from, Instagram, Facebook, and before it all starts. So I hope you prepare some nice questions, and I'm gonna set up the spot and let's chant and stay high forever. In the meantime, let me know where you're from, what you're up for today, how's the weather where you are. Спасибо. No, I'm never alone. I'm always with Krishna. Materially speaking, even if we with someone, we actually alone, but spiritually, we always with Krishna. You can see on the side, this is the Baha'i Stairs Garden. Very nice place. Attracts millions of tourists every year to this city, and people already they start together. Not yet, not. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Shimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirveshisha Shunyavadi Pasetyadi Setrarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Garadhara Srivasari Gora Bhaktavinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Garadhara Srivasari Gora Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Everybody chant Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Puramecha, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Да, всем чем-то кто-то управляет. Так почему не Бог? Спасибо. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You see the Muslim family in the background here? So after they pass, I'm going to start answering your question. I can see that already some questions there. So don't hesitate, send me any especially controversial questions. That's the best. Because you know why? The more controversy we speak about, the more the message of Krishna consciousness can be broadcasted. Shiri, Hare Krishna, Rani, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, za meditacija, yoga, tenasu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Rani, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Kuramecha, Hare Krishna, Shiru, Hare Krishna, Shukran, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, so I promised you I'm going to answer your questions today, so... Have you met a monk before? A monk? Have you met a monk? What? Monk. Not a punk, not a skunk, a monk. Hari Hari Bol. So let's scroll up, see what you're up for. So I saw a big comment on the top. So how many viewers is that now? 250, wonderful. Let's increase it to 500. Oh, you can check out on the stream, a living monk. If we chant Hare Krishna in public in India, we will be branded as fascists? Really? Communalist, RSS agents. What is the RSS? I'm not sure. I'm not from India. These pseudo-secular breach don't allow us to practice our faith in our land. Please save us. Yeah, well, you just have to punks Punk0845. Thank you for the comment and the address. Well, you just have to find a way somehow there or do it. Prabhupada specifically instructed in India, so far I'm concerned, not necessarily stressed on the outdoor Sankirtan. There is a letter like that to Tamal Krishna Goswami, but in engaging with he called them how's it called, life members. You know, he would go to home programs, organize big pandals. You know, you make a pandal. Like I actually, one of the videos on my channel, when I visited India, there's an India section, and I went to Jaipur, and the Hare Krishna community, if anyone here from the Hare Krishna community watches the video live, my obeisances to you. Great service there for Srila Prabhupada and the Hare Krishna movement. So you probably remember that I went and I did a pandal program outside Sankirtan, and it was very nicely organized, nice chanting. You know, that's the way how to do it in India. You make it organized. Mainly, you organize a pandal, you know, a stage, a performance, prasadam distribution with the government. You know, why won't they section it? You know, and life members. Yes, it's very different. You know, here in the West and in India, how people see Sankirtan. For them here, it's very extraordinary. It's very exotic. You know, in India, it's probably less of something special. So they be concerned with the message. Okay, Sanjay. Hare Krishna, this is Sanjay from Singapore. Your chanting is pure and soulful. Oh, thank you. I do my best. Thanks for coming online. I was just wishing today that I would be able to contact with you. How did you become a monk? Oh, thank you. Thank you for the question. So, yeah, my story is kind of simple, even maybe like trivial. I was just moving from one place to another in Colombia, British Columbia, where I'm from, Canada, on the west coast to the east coast, Montreal. And when I made it to Montreal, actually, I was working as a tattoo artist in the studio and everything. And I met a monk one of the weekends who would sit just like me here now. I'm sitting and chanting for everyone. You can see people are passing by, and it was Sunday afternoon. And he handed me prasadam, which is sanctified foodstuff. If you know what is prasadam, it's the food they offer to Krishna in the temple, and it becomes spiritual. And I took a cookie, then the next week I took another cookie, like that. And the same monk who was sitting there chanting, I noticed that he chants the same thing over and over again. And I didn't quite understand what it is, but I noticed that everyone around him chants it. Not necessarily sits down and chants with him, but just around, you know, just people walking around, or they were doing the cycling thing there, and they would just be chanting Hare Krishna. And I was thinking what it is. It sounds interesting. And when I passed by and I took another cookie, the monk handed me actually a flyer. He told me, oh, why don't you come to the temple, check it out. And I noticed on the flyer, it said that they give Bhagavad Gita classes. And just recently, I got into yoga and meditation, and I read in one of the books that in order to go forward in your spiritual journey, it's like obligatory almost to read one of these books, Upanishads or Bhagavad Gita. So I thought, oh, what a coincidence. Why don't I stop by in a temple, get one of these books, and maybe they can even teach me something about it. And yeah, I started coming to the temple, stayed overnight once, twice, thrice, and yeah, and then the opportunity to actually join the temple came about, and I thought, why not? So I joined the temple, and since then it's history. It's been 2013, so a few years from then, and by Krishna's mercy, I'm still in the spiritual temple of the Holy Name. That was in Montreal. Thank you for the question. So let's scroll up, see. James Cooper writes something in Hindi. I have no idea what it is. I'm sorry. Asura of Pandev, when are you coming to India? Well, right now the plan after the Middle East is to go and... this is a very exciting news too, actually. There is a nice upcoming new devotees, new bhakta for Krishna, for Srila Prabhupada in the United States, who got in touch with me a few months ago. And since we started conversing, he took the practice, actually. He's chanting 16 rounds every day. You know, like we have the bead bag, and we chant in the morning, and reads the books of our spiritual master, and he wants actually to start a temple for our spiritual master, for his divine grace. So I'll be heading there after the Middle East I'm gonna see for as long as Krishna wants me to be there. But yeah, after that, certainly we're gonna come to India and do like a whole tour, maybe for a more prolonged time. Sunny Spring, when are you coming to the UK again? Perhaps I'm gonna stop there on the way to the States, I'm not sure. So yeah, that's the big plan. You know, there are like small plans, but the big plan now is to go and open a new center in the United States of America and do a lot of service. And then if Krishna wills, you know, India will be surely the #1 spot. You know, I know most of you here are from India, so I'll be very, very excited to go there and meet you, all my subscribers, live. That will be ecstatic. Hey Kamal, nice to see you. Okay, Dharamendra asks, what should I do if I am stopped for chanting Hare Krishna by a very close person in my life? You stopped? How can you stop? You can continue. I mean, no one is in charge of your mind, first of all, except you yourself. So you can continue in your mind and your heart. You can go outside. Like people, you know, people like to smoke, right? I like to give this example. It's a bad habit, of course. Don't do that, don't smoke. But if you want to smoke, you cannot do it with everyone, because not everyone smokes. But you just go and find a place where you can smoke, you know. And similarly, you want to chant, someone who doesn't like your chanting, you might like for some time, so you can make an experiment. You can chant with them for a little bit longer like that. If not, you can just go to another place and chant, you know, with someone who does like to chant, just like Srila Prabhupada. You can chant with Prabhupada or other devotees or Krishna. If you're coming to Singapore, Sanjay, if you're coming, please let me know. I'll be a privilege to have you here. Oh, wonderful. Yeah, certainly. That'll be surely one of this. Actually, in the UK, someone purchased the book for me, and he had only Singaporean dollars. Maybe I have them here. No, but he gave me like 10 Singaporean dollars, and he obliged me in that, I guess, to come to Singapore and visit all my dear friends from there. So, you know, it's already there. It's just a matter of time till we meet, Sanjay. Hare Krishna. Okay, another question from Surdev. How to control our mind? I have distraction problem. Well, the mind is just like a restless animal. You know, if you see an animal, what an animal gonna do immediately? It's gonna start sniffing everything, licking everything, and trying to check out the environment. You know, just like the mind. The mind is constantly attracted to this object, that object, so many things. Oh, sorry, the sun is shining right on the camera. I didn't anticipate that. But what you do with an animal, when it does that, you immediately you say hut, right? You take a stick and you say hut or something like that. So the same thing you do with the mind. You take the stick, the bead bag, and you say Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You know, it sounds very simple. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. But the trick is you chant loudly. Prabhupada says as loud as you can. And then the mind doesn't disturb you. This is my personal experience and experience of so many others. Music lover, I want to meet you. I'm from India. Wonderful. Yeah, I already said after I'm in the States, I'm going to set up a temple, nice temple there for my spiritual master, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. And right after there, we going to hit India like crazy and meet all of you Prabhus. Certainly, no doubt in that. Okay, let me set the camera here. Maybe it's going to be easier. Okay, there's a question from Sanjay. How do you fight all odds against life and keep your quest? What do you do? It is not easy to make it look so easy. Well, it's not easy, you know, but we all the time, you know, the so-called trick, you know, is that you all the time have to think about how to preach the message of Krishna consciousness. You know, it's not an idle task, you know. seemingly I just sit and chant Hare Krishna, but you constantly have to tax your brain how to improve in the message, in the presentation. Sorry, the message is already perfect. There's nothing to improve there. But how to improve the presentation, your personal presentation, how to explain it to others. So it's a constant battle with the mind, with minds of others, So yeah, there's a practice. I wake up early in the morning, 4 in the morning. I chant 16 rounds. Then there is a morning class that anywhere, anytime, I read the morning class from Srila Prabhupada, and my spiritual master, through that class, he tells me what is the weather today. Just like you check the weather, so we check the weather of the consciousness with the spiritual master, and surely enough, he guides me through every detail throughout the day. I can give you many examples later on if you're still here. Yogesh, why do you always distribute Ishtopanishad and not Bhagavad Gita as it is? I'm just asking out. Oh, well, just like, this is what Krishna arranges many times. Why do I think Krishna arranges that? That's a good question. Well, this is a very important book. In the West, Prabhupada, actually the pranam mantra for our spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada, is Nirvishishya Shunyavadi Pastyate Destatarine. What does it mean? That Prabhupada came to deliver especially the impersonalists and the voidists, So we constantly battle with these two things. Actually, the whole philosophy, starts when people get out of this misconception that God is impersonal. Here in the West, everyone believes in God. Like you can see there, the Baha'i Gardens, there's a circle of humility, it's called, or tolerance. Sorry, maybe I'll take you there in a second. And all the symbolic figures of each religion here in Israel is there, symbolized. But one figure is missing there, is the figure of God, how God looks like. And why is it missing? Because people consider God as being impersonal, having no legs, no hands, no face, no qualities, attributes, so many things. So the Ishopanishad directly addresses that Om Puna Medam Puna Medam Puna Puna Murasate Puna Sha Puna Araya Puna Eva Vaseshate. That because God is complete and He must include everything which is in the experience of His minute part and parcels, and we experience personality, identity, figure, form, attributes, qualities, friends, all these different things. God must at least be equipped with that. If He's not equipped, He is less than His creation. So this is a great treatise, great book to tackle the mind of particularly the people who hold these concepts of impersonalism towards God. Even if they believe in God, it's as good as being an atheist, because they're trying to make God handicapped. So Ishopanishad is a very important book, and I'm glad that Krishna supplies me a lot of these books in particular. But any book, like today I have Perfection of Yoga, let's say, in Russian. Chant and Be Happy, just like small books in Hebrew. I got Bhagavad Gita and Krishna books too. So, it depends what Krishna wills. Prabhupada wrote so many books, so it's His mercy. Okay, Varun. Be careful, Prabhuji, preaching Hare Krishna, but people are really not good. They are bad. Yes, but that's preaching. We're taking the risk, In Israel, there was so much persecution towards the Jewish religion, Christian religion, Muslim religion, right? Jesus Christ was crucified by His own people. So it's not a secret that there are going to be many obstacles. But nonetheless, this is part of the purification, to go out and face the obstacles. In fact, if you don't experience obstacles in your sadhana, in your preaching, in your spiritual life, if you think, oh, my spiritual life is wonderful and I don't need to go out of my comfort zone to achieve anything, oh, you're wrong. You're actually going off spiritual life, because spiritual life is the complete opposite of material life. Means there's gonna be disturbance. If you don't have disturbance when you executing your spiritual life, that means you're doing something wrong. So that's why I like constantly, like this is the message actually of the living monk, that it's not just about whatever you do in your private life, but you have to leave, your spiritual life. You have to leave your Krishna consciousness, leave with L-I-V, just like the name on the channel. And living means that you go out and you spread the message. And then you're gonna get all the purification and all the enthusiasm and all the stamina to continue, you know? Because when we are alone, that's sometimes the greatest illusion, you know, because the ego gonna tell you, oh, you're so spiritual, you're so advanced, you know? So, how about some controversial questions? Come on. Like, what do you think about gays? And what do you think about LGBTQY plus? Or what do you think about Trump? Or what do I think about the Israeli-Palestinian controversy? Something nice and spicy. Oh boy, I chose this pot with the sun. I'm like burning here to death. Okay, let's chant a little bit more. Maybe you're gonna come up with some nice questions. There are already many nice questions. Thank you so much. Okay, Dvir Karpandi Prabhuji, how can I teach Krishna consciousness to my friends in my school? I am in class 11, bio student. Hare Krishna. Oh, wonderful! You know, students are the best candidates. You know, because they, you know, their mind is fresh and ready to work. You organize, you know, simple programs in the dormits, in the university, student clubs. You know, in the US we have, you know, different student clubs that we invite students. We offer a little simple prasadam and chant, read a little Bhagavad Gita, like that. And I'm sure, especially in India, actually, the platform that the Hare Krishna community in Jaipur works on, they solely preach to students, and so many students they join. Right? Some of you are from Jaipur, Rajasthan. You know, I highly recommend visiting them. Hey, how's it going? Hare Krishna. You have any questions for the living monk?
I hear you that you try to talk about Rajasthan. What you have in Rajasthan?
Oh, I have good friends there.
Oh, yes?
Yes. But do you have any spiritual questions, sir?
Spiritual, I don't know what it is.
Spiritual means, like, for example, we think we're the body. We think we're man, woman. So why are you coming? You see I'm with a camera. Come on. Okay, so don't waste my time. So let's see if you got any more questions, or what do you say? Should I start chanting? Do you have reincarnations?
I know, very good. All the areas.
Just like Prabhu Padaswami.
So you're believing in what? In Vishnu?
Sorry, if you don't want to participate in the video, I cannot talk with you because this is a live session.
No, I don't want to.
So no one forcing you. So no one is forcing you. Please don't force back. Yeah, very difficult here. It's like Krishna is like a sweet, spicy, pungent candy. You like it, but you cannot take it because it's so spicy. So, Prabhu, do you have any disciples who will take care of you when you get old? No, it's not our duty to accept disciples. You know, in the presence of a superior personality, accepting disciples is prohibited. You know, so Srila Prabhupada, His Divine Grace, he is accepting disciples. So we simply we give all the so-called disciples, or you here, you all the 40,000 viewers, all of you here, I offering them to my spiritual master, you. You're the disciples now of Srila Prabhupada. Bolo Hare Krishna. You know, it's just like the sun, you know, like you can see the sun here, how strong it is. If, let's say, you ask me where's the sun, you know, I don't have to tell you, you can see that's the sun. You know, if I pinpoint, and if I pinpoint to the wrong direction, that's a mockery to the sun. So the sun is already there. In actuality, in the Vedas, if someone is accepting disciples while his spiritual master is still present, he loses his duration of life, pious credit, knowledge, attributes, so many things. So it's prohibited, pretty much. And Srila Prabhupada, our spiritual master, he's still present. How is he present? He's present in sound. To reason ill, he who reasons ill that Vaishnava dies, although living still in sound. And why he lives? To spread the holy name around. So if someone thinks that Vaishnava ever dies, he is ill. What does it mean, ill? It means he is crazy, you know. So we put aside these comments and people that think that you need what is called a living spiritual master. There's no such thing. The Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita says, he who laments for the dead or the living, he is foolish. He is sentimental. So this concept was already forgot in the Bhagavad Gita. You see, what this channel is about is to make you living. To make you understand why you're living and how to live spiritually. Be you a monk or a punk or a skunk, it doesn't matter. Indian, American, tall, small, ugly, beautiful. Where are you? We support you. No, we are with you. Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, so what I'm going to do in my old age? I'm going to continue chanting Hare Krishna. What is the meaning of old, if I ask you? Now I ask you, what do you mean when you say old? Old means that someone is about to die, right? So, in this age of quarrel and hypocrisy, our life is so short that we might die in any moment. So either I'm in a young body or old body, it can happen any moment. So the most important thing is to always chant Hare Krishna and depend on Krishna, not to depend on cheap followers, women, adoration, prestige, money, right? That's what Lord Chaitanya, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Nadanam na janam na shundari kavitam jagarichi kamaye mama janmani janmarishvari bhavatad bhaktir ahaituki tvaye. So we're not after these cheap things. We're after Krishna. If you have Krishna, you might have 0 followers, 0 so-called disciples, 0 money, 0 wealth, 0 women. But Krishna is going to take you where you belong to Vaikuntha. Preferably, Goloka Vrindavan. Well, thank you so much for joining. Thank you for the wonderful questions. I'm super psyched up that we're going to reach. I hope you are too. Let me know who is excited that we're going to reach 10,000 subscribers. And what do you say? Should I make a live stream when the 10,000 subscribers meets up? Oh, thank you, Kamal. Oh, wonderful. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Haribol, thank you so much for joining the stream. Please subscribe, like, share. Make sure you hit the notification button. And many exciting things are waiting of us. There's a nice challenge I just got from a YouTuber. And he basically challenged me how to see how can I survive with no money. I mean, I already got no money, I'm a monk. But how can I survive on the road, traveling throughout Israel with no money? So, one monk, zero money, it's coming up. So make sure you updated on the posts. Find me on Instagram, The Living Monk, same thing. I'll see you all later. Hare Krishna. And how do I, here.